Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. You might want to buy a bigger mailbox and practice a little patience because the next election cycle is going to be very interesting. Here with a look at that among some other issues. Curt Hagman, Assemblyman. Thank you very much for being here.
Great to be here, Leslie.
It's going to be a busy election time with the number of initiatives and the hard press with the candidates.
Yes, the legislators decided to put off the primary voter initiatives off to the November ballot. So 2012 in November, we have the presidential elections, we have all the ballot initiatives. We've already heard about all the new ones being floated around for tax increases and pension reforms and all these different kind of things going on the ballot. So I think we're going to have a hefty mailbox. Plus you have, for the first time in many years for California, open primary season. So elections that are normally won in a primary and a safe Republican, safe Democrat seat may now be a competitive race in the November election as well. So you have all these election cycles, redistricting thrown in there, basically a double worth of ballot initiatives all in 1 month, all in one election cycle, November 2012. So it's going to be, advertiser's dream if you own a TV station or a newspaper or something like that. But it's, for us, the citizens, it's going to be probably voter fatigue at the very end.
Voter fatigue and potential taxpayer fatigue. You're saying that the governor's indicated to the Republicans that he doesn't really necessarily want to bother negotiating with them in the upcoming election cycle. He can send a lot of the issues, a lot of the tax increase issues to the voters.
Correct. He did try to negotiate that with us last year, and we held our ground with no new taxes here in California. He also did make a campaign promise that he would take it to the voters as well. So I think he gets to try both things here and see if he can make a sales pitch to the California residents to see if they want to pay more taxes between now and then.
What are your goals for the next year, for 2012?
Well, kind of along the same lines. I do think together we need to work together to handle things like pension reform and the growth of government here in the state, and to try to limit things. More finite, I sit on several committees, and one of them is the insurance committee. And one of the interesting subjects I just found out this last year is that for professional sport figures, if they don't live here, they don't play in a team here, but they play one game here in their career, and later they have a back injury or they could file a worker comp claim here in California.
Yeah, this is something sports fans are starting to talk about when you go to the sports bars. And if they play one game, for any team in any state in the country, if they play one game in California, they can file workers' comp claims.
And we're the only state that allows this to happen. We have very, very liberal, courts when it comes to allowing these type of claims come up anyway. So I want to see if that's a loophole that needs to be looked at.
How much of it's going on?
More and more, because it's been practiced. Now you could take it past the sports figures too. How about if you're a truck driver and you drive through California, and then later you have it, traveling workers that come here and spend 2 weeks on a project and go back to their home state, and it not necessarily costs the taxpayer monies on the claims itself, but it ties up our courts, and those are paid by taxpayers.
Let's see. What sort of? How do you think redistricting is going to affect what's going to happen next year?
Well, it makes the candidates basically sell themselves to new parts of the district for incumbents or new candidates. It's kind of normal for them. But it also, being an election year and being the open primary, and that you're going to have competition through the November ballot as well, it's going to put some people who were in safe seats one way or the other, and more moderate seats that may make them think about their votes. Normally they go with the party line one way or the other. So hopefully frees up some more independents, because we definitely need the independent thinking up there in Sacramento, and some people hopefully make some deals. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm optimistic, but we'll see what happens.
These are going to be some interesting races to watch. Thank you very much, Curt Hagman.
It's great to be here. Thanks, Leslie.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. More HLN next.